4. It's Miss Borhan here. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. So for today's lesson, we're going to be learning about textures in art. So our LI is to learn about textures. So what is texture? Texture means how something feels when it is touched. So for example, if you touch a piece of marble, it might feel smooth and cold, and a piece of wood would feel rough. So now I want you to touch your hair. How does it feel like? Pause the video and tell your adult. Well done, everyone. So artists use texture in their art to help tell a story and to add dimension to a piece. So when you see a piece of art, the texture can add to your enjoyment of the piece if you are able to touch it. And texture can make a work of art more interesting. So we're going to be learning about a specific type of texture called tactile texture. So repeat after me. Tactile texture. Your turn. Tactile texture. Well done. So some artists use a variety of materials to add a real texture to their artworks, which is known as tactile texture or actual texture. So for example, collage is one art medium that has tactile texture. So these collages are made by gluing pieces of paper, fabric and other objects such as feathers, beads, wood, photographs, yarn and seeds to a background. And these collages are full of tactile texture as they are made of so many different items. Let's move on. So for example, we see a sculpture over here, and let's see where the texture is used. The texture is used on the hair of the child and on the feathers of the duck. So this gives the sculpture an extra dimension so that when you feel it, it'll feel bumpy. So now we're going to do a quick science recap. Don't worry, this is all going to be linking to our main activity. So we've been learning about the digestive system. So I want you to pause the video and label the digestive system. Excellent. Well done if you got that correct. We're just going to be pronouncing the word esophagus after me. Esophagus, your turn, esophagus. I know that can be a bit tricky, so well done everyone. So now let's get to the exciting part, how this will link to our activity. Now I want you to create your own 3D digestive system, and I want you to use a variety of different materials and think about the textures. So for example, you can be using empty cartons, toilet roll, ribbon or pulses such as beans, dried beans, rice, empty glue sticks, pieces of fabric. So I want you to really think about the materials you're going to be using and get creative. So for example, over here, this is an example of someone who also made a 3D digestive system with the materials they had around their house. Now I want you to really get your creative juices flowing. I want you to impress me. I want to see what ideas you come up with. So once again, we can be looking at what we can use. So what did we have? We had the pulses, the empty cartons, anything you can find around the house. And if you can't do that, that's okay. You can always go on Purple Mash and you can draw a picture of what you would have used if you had those pieces of materials. Now, I want you to spend a few days collecting your materials. So you don't need to send it to me on Monday. So spend a few days, collect your materials, and then you can send me your final masterpiece by the end of the week. So take a picture and email me at year4@grange.harrow.sch.uk. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of your great work and how creative you've gotten. And as an extension, I would like you to define the function of these organs in helping us with our digestion. So don't forget to put the date and the LI and answer this question. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your work and see you in our next lesson. Bye for now.